Coney Island is truly a magical place.
You have black and white, you have green and yellow, you have old and young.
Coney Island, last I checked, is suffering 30% unemployment right now.
For the first time in 140 years, no ride has moved.
Even during the Great Flu, the amusement district was operational.
Coney Island is more than attractions and rides. Coney Island is actually a neighborhood.
It's a diverse community with people from all walks of life.
Coney Island is home to over 50,000 of the strongest, most resilient people you ever meet, but we're sick and tired of being asked to be resilient another time.
Coney Island is really the birthplace of the amusement industry.
The Wonder Wheel and Luna Park are the two family-owned amusement parks.
The amusement park is the economic engine.
We go to 1,200 employees in a normal season.
When you hear that there's a 3-month shutdown, our season is only 3 months.
If you miss the season, it can kill you.
If we open it, it will be 18 months without revenues.
Business levels were off 75%.
In many ways, the amusement parks and the businesses around it are the economy of Coney Island.
That's what brings people to Coney Island. The Wonder Wheel, Luna Park.
The Mermaid Parade, the Coney Island Circus sideshow.
If people aren't going to come, nobody's going to make it.
It's like a giant ripple effect.
So if you look at Coney Island businesses, half of them are out of business already. We're trying to keep the parks alive, because if the parks are gone, then I can see this place becoming a ghost town for a decade easy.
The businesses behind me are family operated, and the amusements themselves are also family operated businesses.
We've been involved with amusement for 5 generations.
We are the oldest continually running bar and restaurant on the boardwalk. We have been in business since 1934.
The Coney Island story really is the story of the American dream. You have immigrants from all walks of life, people from everywhere, who come together to build truly special, amazing things.
We've got to find a way to provide direct assistance to them, first from Washington and also from the state of New York.
It's just very, very simple. People need relief.
The federal government needs to provide us direct local assistance in the form of grants. Folks don't need loans. Folks are already buried in debt.
You know, we're still waiting for PPP money.
They put in everybody's business interruption insurance that pandemics are not covered. So technically, everybody's got business interruption would have been better off with their business burning to the ground.
New York State has the ability to pass a law forcing insurance companies to give payouts to small businesses who are hurting. And New York City has the ability to cancel rent because the city of New York is the landlord here.
People pay their taxes and they try to be responsible citizens. They don't ask for much, but they want to know in the back of their mind that when there is an emergency, when there is a crisis, that government will step up and do the right thing.
As far as I know, this is the oldest operating Ferris wheel in America.
And there's the giant Wonder Wheel that sweeps you off the earth.
The Wonder Wheel was completed in 1920.
And it is the most unique Ferris wheel in the world.
It's called an eccentric wheel.
It's more of a Ferris wheel roller coaster hybrid, because the cars, once they hit a certain point, go down a roller coaster track and give you a nice thrill.
Cries and screams of delight in these cars that tilt and slide.
I was 14 years old the first time I remember going on the Wonder Wheel. I didn't know that the car swung. So all of a sudden the car starts swinging and I'm saying, oh man, that's it. My life's over.
The Wonder Wheel was built by Charles Herman, an immigrant from Romania.
He was a building custodian on the Upper West Side of Manhattan.
The story of Coney Island really is an immigrant story. Herman built it with the assistance of a man named Garms. They were also immigrants, and then when it was time for them to sell it, they sold it to my grandfather, who was a Greek immigrant. He was a hot dog vendor. My grandmother and my grandfather were dating. He proposed to her on the beach with the Wonder Wheel in the backdrop and said, look, I don't have enough money to buy you a ring, but one day I promise I'll buy you that, and you'll have the biggest ring in the world.
We feel it's the most romantic ride in the world. Many couples get engaged on the Wonder Wheel.
There's something special about it. It terrifies me, I will tell you. I'm not going back up on it. I'm afraid of heights.
We shut down. We actually used our machine shop to make face shields because we weren't doing anything else.
The family that owns the Wonder Wheel have been here through thick and thin and have helped take care of their neighbors. So we're going to stop the clock and celebrate the 100th anniversary in 2021.
Coney Island will bounce back as it always has.
This is home to a lot of strong people.
So you have ripped a phone book in half with your bare hands.
Bare, cold hands, right here in Coney Island.
We can't afford to give up on Coney Island.
It's always been a place that evokes joy, happiness.
There's a sense of freedom, a sense of craziness, and a sense of possibility.
It's really so iconic, so difficult to, I have to say, put in words. You have to feel it.
There's really so much caring and warmth from these businesses because they really are families.
We need Coney Island and places like it that we can all come, be together, and realize that we're not that different. We might have different opinions, but we need to learn to listen to each other, remember how to smile, remember how to talk to each other. I think the best times for Coney Island are ahead of it.